Let's go, dude. That happened real quick. I didn't even know that he ate. That was pretty much as soon as my freaking lure hit the water. First brownie of the day. It's a decent brown. Oh, Missy. He says, "Oh, Missy." All right. Here you go, buddy. There you go, Matt. Little dinky. That's two right off the bat. Matt's using a little spinner there. Feels a little bit better, maybe. Not a bad one. Oh, he is burning. You're right, Matt. Oh, whoa. Oh, because he was swimming right at me, dude. That's definitely a nice fish. Oh, bad net. Heck yeah, dude. It's a chunk, bro. It's a chunky monkey, dude.
Where did he bite you? Just right in the middle right there, didn't he?
Yeah, right to the left of that current seam.
That's a nice fish.
That's a chunk. Heck yeah, dude. Second fish of the day for me. Fourth total. Nice chunky brown. Out of this hole right here.
Jesus, that scared me.
Pay attention.
I was.
That goopy stuff is not fun to walk through. Oh, I just got smoked. Smoked again. Go, you see that tree sticking out of the water? Gotta go more to the right on the edge of the bank. Here we go. Not a big one at all. Come on, get in here. Let's go. Oh man, look at this one's. The adipose fin on this one is red as hell. Heck yeah. That's gorgeous. Beautiful fish. There we go, nice fish. Another decent one. Come on, Matt, where are you? Get over here. Let's go, dude. It's not super long again, but man, is it chunky. Dude, it's a chunk, bro. Dude, nice brown. Let's get her back. That's such a decent fish. God. Cast this left side right here is a deep little hole. Oh, dude, there's one chasing both of us. We were connected and it was chasing both of us. Dude, I just caught one right here in front of me like that. That fish literally ate 6 feet in front of me and then came off and hooked me. Unreal. Figured there'd be a fish up there for sure. Oh yeah, there was. I just got hit. It wasn't a hard hit, but I definitely did just get hit up there. Ooh, let's go. I knew there'd be one up there. This one's a chunk too, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Raining. Still nice outside. Catching trout. Cannot complain. Dude. Yeah, he came right off from that freaking tree. Underneath that stick there. Let's go, dude. No freaking absolute beauty, Matt. No absolute freaking beauty. Matsky. Oh, where's he going? Got him. All right, get a release on him. Beauty. Beauty, beauty. Damn, dude. Just that one smoked me. You're good, not your fault. Whoa, whoa. Take it easy there, pal. These are like, oh man. These are really nice quality fish, dude.
Healthy.
Yeah, they're healthy. Nice and chubby, dude. Does not get freaking better than this, man. Heck yes. There he goes. Ooh, nice one, man. Biggest one of the day so far? Heck yeah, dude. Dude, it's a freaking chunk. Dude, yeah. It's a beautiful fish. Heck yeah. It's about a 15-inch fish. Beautiful, beautiful coloring. Our nicest fish of the day here so far. But we're gonna get a release on her. Try to catch some more, right, Matsky?
Yep, I will.
Heck yeah. God, this is just a beautiful. Like, look at the colors and the unreal. Heck yeah. Hello everybody, welcome back to TDT Outdoors, and today's video is going to be a little updated version on my trout fishing setup here. I've been getting a lot of questions in my recent videos, kind of some more specifics about my setup, so I'm going to do a little video here today on a rainy day to show you guys my updated trout fishing setup. And I do want to mention, I'm primarily fishing smaller streams here in the driftless area, so keep in mind when I'm talking about my setup that I'm fishing smaller streams and a lot more compact areas with trees on both the sides and usually above you. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the rod right here. So it is, I believe it's a 5'6". I should know this. Yep, it's a 5'6" light. It is a Berkley lightning rod. It's a pretty cheap rod. I believe I got this at Walmart for maybe 20 bucks. And that's definitely one thing that I want to talk on, like I kind of said in my last video about this, is that spending a bunch of money on a rod I don't think is super important. Yeah, there's certain types of rod you're going to feel better bites, but really doesn't matter that much. I don't think so. I think the money should be spent more here in your reel. But this is a great rod. I like the 5'6" because it's short and I can get a lot of casting angles in a lot of different areas. I prefer the light action. It's not too whippy, but it's perfect for handling the small trout. But if you get any bigger bites it definitely helps drive that hook home. And I don't know if you guys see me a lot. I do a lot of bow casting where I'm pulling the rod tip back and flinging a cast. So I think the light versus the ultralight definitely helps me bow cast a little bit farther. Now on to the reel. I think this is one of the more, like I said, important things in your setup that you're going to want to spend money on. Having a good reel, a nice smooth reel, really good drag is going to be probably the most important thing when it comes to landing any sort of big fish. This is a Pflueger President XT. It's a smaller reel, but the XT is kind of just a size up from your normal like 500 size reel. So it's got a little bit of a higher gear ratio, 5:1 gear ratio. And the reason I like that it's a little bit bigger is you get a little bit more line retrieval per crank. So sometimes when those trout hit, they'll start swimming right at you, or they'll hit as your lure's coming back down to you on the downstream side. So having that really quick pickup to be able to get your line back as fast as you can to catch up to fish, definitely I think is important. And like I said, this reel, the drag is just butter smooth. I mean, I've got it set pretty high right now. Yeah, Fluger President is kind of what I've gone to, and I really like it. I really enjoy the cork handle. Overall reel, and it's not going to break your bank. I think it was maybe 80 bucks, 70, 80 bucks. And then what I've got spooled up on this bad boy. So as you can see, the line here is green. Personally, I like having some sort of a high-vis line, either a high-vis green or a high-vis yellow. I like being able to watch my line, and I like being able to know where my line is. It tells me a lot of different things in different scenarios, whether I'm getting a bite, whether it's sinking still, whether I'm on the bottom, all kinds of things. But I like being able to see my line. So this is 6-pound braid. It is, believe it's a Suffix. I don't go crazy on the line brand. I just usually go whatever's cheapest and whatever looks the best. But 6-pound has seemed to do the best. A 6-pound braid, high vis. And then on the end of my rod here, if you can see, I have a line-to-line knot right there. That goes to 8-pound fluorocarbon at a clear leader that then runs to my jig. So I'm running about usually 2 feet, maybe a foot of leader, depending on how many times I break off in a day or not. But I've also noticed that the 8-pound fluorocarbon leader gives it a little bit more weight on the end, so I can throw a smaller jig and still get farther casting distances. And I kind of think that leaves just one last thing to talk about here, and this is for sure what I get the most questions on, and the jigs that I use. So this here is primarily what I'm using. It's a little marabou jig with some silly legs, some flash in it, and a little bit of a wing on top there. I usually use a 1/16 ounce jig head. They seem to be the most versatile for all the streams that I'm fishing, bigger and smaller. If you go smaller, you really can't cast it too far. You go bigger, it sinks way too fast. And then, which is also pretty important too, I don't know if you can see, if I can spin it, but the jig is attached to my line by a loop knot. So it's not tight around the eye hook, it's loose, so that jig can kind of move really freely and naturally as it's being brought back through the stream. I don't know anywhere where you can buy these. That's probably the biggest question, is where can I buy these? If you want to DM me on Instagram, I can definitely get you some. I'm not going to sell them to you for super cheap, but it's not going to be super expensive either, because it does take a lot of time and materials to make a bunch of these guys up. But this is a turkey colored one, which is probably one of my favorite colors, which I get from turkey marabou that either I shot or my friends shoot. And then black, tan, and then olive are like the 4 marabou colors that I use, and that's about it, with different color legs and flash and stuff mixed in. But this is about all I've used for probably the past 3 years. Spring, summer, fall, winter, whatever. This is usually what I'm throwing. It's going to give me the best chance, I feel like. And with this light rod setup, the braid to the fluorocarbon, it's an absolute casting machine into those little tight pockets. You got a branch above you, a branch to the side, and you got a cast below, a branch farther. You can get down there with the bow cast and flick it right in there. It works perfectly. Like I said, this is a little different than my last video, my last setup, but I've definitely seemed to refine what I like to use. Got to give props to Jacob. Jacob is the one who found out that using braid with the fluoro really helps with that casting distance, and I also think it helps with losing your line on snags and kind of stuff like that. It's just a little bit of a line knot there. It doesn't get in the way when it comes through your eyes. And yeah, like I said, if you do want to try some of these, I usually sell 5 of them 30 bucks, so they're $6 bucks a piece usually, but 5 for 30 you pay for shipping. Believe me, they're fish catching machines. So if you want something, you're interested, DM me on Instagram, and we can maybe get some things worked out. But pretty much it. Like I said, 5.6 light Berkeley lightning rod. Nice cheap rod, small for the small streams. Freaking works great. Fluger President XT with 8-pound high-vis braid tipped with a 2-foot 8-pound fluorocarbon leader with a loop knot down to a 1/16 ounce marabou jig. And this is all I use for trout. And if you guys have seen any of my past videos, you know how well it works. And it's just awesome. It's fun using your own stuff, and fishing this way with the jigs is extremely fun. So if you haven't tried anything like this, I encourage you to try it out. But other than that, I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully you learned something, and we will see you next time.